Howdy, y'all. Welcome to our field trip with the Phoenix School to Windsor Farm on Salt Spring Island.
And he's a big guy, that white one there. The big black one over there, and there's a big orange one in here somewhere. Where's that? Watch out, they'll peck you. I got her attention. Do you want to see the big fish? Yes!
We met a lot of chickens, 3 big roosters, and some quacking ducks. And then there was a stampede of lambs, which are baby sheep.
This one's more of a biter than the rest of them, so I picked her up. But they're really nice. Beautiful. Like that one. This one's Rocky. He's a really good boy. He won't bite.
So 7 of them are from Freeville Island. Yeah, Barbara Burns Park. All the the black ones are from Dave Assel's farm.
There are cute little lambs running around everywhere, and I love them so much. I wanted to give them all a big hug.
Ba ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master and 1 for my dame. 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Ba ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full.
Ba ba, white sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master and 1 for my dame. 1 for the little girl who lives on the lane. Ba ba, white sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full.
We raised her from a bottle, and then the little brown calf in the barn is hers. So this is her first year milking. We're all learning. The black and white cow in the back, that is Thelma. So all the moms and dads will know Thelma and Louise. And the darker one is sweet and sour, and the lighter one is honey garlic.
If you be really slow and put your hand out, she might sniff you out running away. Yeah, the big one right there. That's the sheep that was calling. Just do it.
Next we walked down a long dirt road. Then we passed a small pond.
No fish.
Jail because she was sucking off everybody at Windsor. So she's here just to lose her sucking habit. Mabel is out of Thelma. Same thing. She was slipping off a daisy and cutting her teeth up really bad.
And then I saw a stampede of pigs.
They must love it in here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 4-acre pig pen, and it's full of rotten logs and stuff.
Out of a forest full of scaredy pigs, we met a few more friendly cows.
How many cows did you see?
8.
How many lambs?
It's hard to keep them all separate. Like, did I just count that one?
The chickens would be hard to count too. Actually, that's a good idea. I could take a photograph of them and you could count.
What did you learn about the farm?
Well, I learned that laughing could scare pigs away.
And I learned how to pet some cute little fuzzy cowies.
And sometimes when we laugh and scare the pigs away, sometimes a pig or two gets left behind and then it looks around for the others and then it runs off to them.
And it was so fun. I loved the Windsor farm. That there was cute little cows and some ducks and chicks and birds, I think, and dogs and cats there. Which I was trying to pet the cat, but it kept running away. And then I finally got to pet the cat and the 3 dogs. That it was so super cool. It was so awesome. I loved it. I fell in love with the Windsor farm. No fish.